What's up, everybody? AJ Kirsch back at you, reminding you to like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know exactly when new videos drop, social media, merchandise, upcoming events, all that information can be found in the description of this video. I'm like the Micro Machines commercial guy right now. Before we get to the next episode of WWE2KFabe, when I give you the inside perspective and behind-the-scenes stories surrounding the voiceover and motion capture of WWE 2K20, I want to bring some attention to some upcoming events. Of course, my Patreon is recently live. I need three more patrons before I give away that signed picture of Rey Mysterio that came with the SmackDown 20th Anniversary Collector's Edition of WWE 2K20. You have a 1 in 10 chance of winning if you sign up, and you can sign up at any one of the tiers. You do not need to sign up at one of the more expensive tiers. Tiers start at just $5 a month, so you can sign up at the $5 a month tier and be automatically entered to win that signed picture of Rey Mysterio. And again, you have a 1 in 10 chance of winning. So don't put it off anymore. Sign up at patreon.com/AJKirsch. The link to that is also in the description of this video. In fact, it's the very top link. This Saturday, I will be one half of your commentary team when Major League Wrestling MLW comes to Guilt Nightclub in Orlando, Florida with Blood and Thunder. Tickets are still available by going to MLWtickets.com. This Sunday, I will be officiating a wedding ceremony in Gilroy, California. If you want to book me to officiate your wedding ceremony, your commitment ceremony, your vow renewal, or hell, really anything else that requires an ordained minister, shoot an email to aj.kirsch@hotmail.com. And finally, I will be the host, I will be the host of Mick Foley's live show. He's celebrating 20 years since the release of Have a Nice Day, his first of many New York Times best-selling books. 20th anniversary of Have a Nice Day. I will be the host of the Have a Nice Day tour at the Improv in San Jose Sunday night. The show starts at 7 o'clock, and you can get tickets by going to realmickfoley.com/tickets. The link to that is also in the description of this video. All right, with all those plugs, one more shout out to MK Ice and Fire. Thank you so much for letting me use the footage for this season of WWE 2K20. If you are at all into gaming, and if you're watching this, there's a good chance you are, check out MK Ice and Fire on YouTube, the premier gaming channel on YouTube. With all that being said, let's dive into episode 4 of WWE 2KFabe. All right, y'all, having some technical difficulties with my other recording equipment, so I am recording this on my phone this time around. Apologies for the inconsistency, and here comes Trey after the huge scoop slam. Almost gets hung up on the middle rope there, and look how excited Trey is, playing to an imaginary crowd as I'm telling him to get down. I did, in fact, motion capture Riley Flash for this scene. And from behind, a sleeper hold.
Push off and roll backwards. You
and
like
Red
that.
trying to give Trey the old Stone Cold Steve Austin over Bret Hart. Or, excuse me, Bret Hart over Stone Cold Steve Austin finish. Also the Bret Hart over Roddy Piper finish. And Riley Flash has heard just about enough. It's like, I can't, on a scale of 1 to even, I can't right now. I can't. Hop back up.
It's all right. Yeah.
So, as I said in an earlier episode, the way they did the voiceover and motion capture this year, they did them completely separate of each other. Like, there was one long session that was just voiceover, like a couple weeks of that, and then there was a couple weeks of motion capture.
Guys,
so,
come here.
when we recorded the motion capture, when I was Riley Flash here perched up on the top turnbuckle, I just moved like my, body and my head as if I were saying the things that they were saying. But I wasn't really mouthing the words because I didn't know what they were saying until I heard it. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't study the script to know what the character was saying because all we were doing was recording the motion of it. The voiceover was already recorded. I feel like that was a really roundabout way of explaining what happened. But in short, I'm Riley Flash. I am doing the movements. I'm moving my head like I'm talking, but I wasn't actually saying anything.
Sorry, Red. You'll get your chance.
I wasn't actually saying anything as we were recording the motion capture.
Not you, doughhead.
What?
When it comes to in-ring ability, Red's got you beat by a kilometer.
Isn't that less than a mile?
Oh, thanks for the conversion, Albert Asswipe. Bottom line, you're too focused on the
I had fun doing
entertainment
this
side
scene
of
and
things.
kind of,
Maybe you
you know,
focused
it took a couple
enough
takes to
on
actually
the
get
entertainment
acquainted
side
with
of
what
things.
they were saying
Didn't
and
you only
also
appear
how
in
they were saying it
WWE
has,
3
you know, a
times?
pretty big impact
4,
on
if you count
your
the time I
movements.
helped
And
carry Macho Man to
like
the
that
ring
Albert
on his fancy
Asswipe
chair gimmick.
You mean a
comment. I was
sedan?
like, you know what? I'm going to
No,
wag
it's a
my head
chair,
back
not
and
a
forth
car.
because I want to make,
Either
you
way,
know,
I
I want
was in
to
WWE
make it look
4
like I'm
more
trying to
times than
rub
you'll ever
in
be.
that comment.
I'll make it there someday. It's on our list.
Oh, yeah, and someday I'm going to poop golden nuggets. Oh, no offense, Red.
I don't know why that would be
You'll
offensive to
see.
Red.
Congrats on getting your first match. You know I'll be there cheering you on.
Thanks. I know.
Speaking of cheering her on, since you like running your mouth so much, you can accompany her to the ring as a manager. That actually might be a better fit for you long term.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to explore other options in wrestling.
You'll figure
I
this
myself,
out.
in real life, started out as a
Oh,
wrestler, and
one
now
more thing. I need to know what to
making
call
my
you so they can
way
advertise
as a
the event.
commentator and a host
That's
and a ring
easy. I'm
announcer,
sticking with
and
Red.
I'm
Kids
loving
started
it.
calling me that in high school because of my
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
temper, but I'm gonna turn it into something positive.
Okay. Man, what about you? Sticking with Denver?
I don't know. Sounds too regional. And omelette.
I know. How about Albert Asswipe?
I think it's a winner.
Carl Botch, on account of all the moves you botch?
I like that one.
How about I pay tribute to my wonderful trainer and call myself Riley Flash Jr.?
Oh, that ain't happening. Do you have any
Riley
other
Flash
nicknames?
looks like both Nasty
Trey!
Boys if they were the same
no,
person.
Don't listen to her.
I kind of like that. And you can spell it T-R-E, so it's kind of like 3 in Spanish, as in getting a 3 count to win a match. Which probably won't happen very often for you, but you get it, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, how Trey got his
Great.
name.
And Trey it is.
Thanks a lot.
No problem, Trey. And hey, I just realized we can cross something off our list. Come up with awesome wrestling names.
Awesome wrestling
I don't know
names.
about the awesome part.
Aw, Trey's all butthurt. Trey's not bad. There have been worse wrestling names, like Bastion Booger. That's probably pretty close to the top.
Man, I'm freezing. What are the chances I can bring this out to the ring with me?
0. But you should be plenty warm out there with all the hot air you produce.
Can't believe you didn't have a bigger career
No,
with singers
no,
like
leave him hanging.
that.
Okay. I don't think I was Riley
Hi,
Flash
sorry
in
I'm
this
late. I had to
particular
make, like,
scene,
7
but I do
connections to
remember.
get from Orlando.
Oh, hey,
So I
hey,
had to do the
no
scratch
problem.
audio for
I appreciate you doing me
WWE
this favor.
Superstars.
Red and Trey,
As in,
this
I would
is
say their
Peyton
lines
Royce.
when they
We
weren't
met when she
actually
trained
there
here
in
Calgary,
the
and now she
studio because
recently
they did
signed
all
with
their stuff on the
NXT.
road or in Orlando.
So who am I facing tonight?
So
And by the way,
I
it's cold
was
enough to freeze the
Peyton
table for
Royce
frosting
in this
the roof.
scene
Can I
when
have
I
you
was doing
figure
it
out
with
that
the
for my
actual
match?
actors.
Oh, sure thing, Peyton.
It was terrible. I'm glad it's
You'll
not going
actually
to
be
ever see the
facing
light
Red
of day
tonight
ever.
In her first
I do
ever
not do a good
match.
Australian accent.
Wow. It's an honor. We actually watch you on NXT all the time. And at least when my friend Trey here isn't hogging the laptop and watching weird videos of who knows
Yeah,
what.
Trey. Why you got to be such a weirdo
kidding.
with your
I told you to
dungeon
stay out of my
and
browser
wrestling
history.
and Googling?
Wait, did you say
Clear
this
your
is
browser
first
history,
ever
bro.
Match?
Yeah, Red's only been training for about 3 months, but don't take her lightly. She's really good.
3 months? It took me longer than that to get here. And what kind of stupid name is Red? If anything, with your lack of experience, you should call yourself Green.
I thought that was pretty good.
What? Anything she says with that accent is funny.
After I'm done with you tonight,
boy,
you'll
here we go.
understand why they call me Red. Because all that pretty white snow out there will be stained red with your blood.
Oh, boy.
And then every time it snows, the children who are here tonight will be reminded of the carnage they saw and refuse to go outside. And after you spend weeks in the hospital and are finally able to drag your broken body onto the airplane back to Orlando, the pilot will be so terrified by the sight of your mangled face, he will lose control of the plane, sending it crashing down to the earth. And
She could use some therapy or
I
like
think she
some
got
anger
the point.
management classes or something.
You have major issues.
We never actually see her address those
What the
issues,
heck
by the
was
way.
that?
Like, she's
The
kept
old
secrets
hothead
and, you know,
Red
all that
comes out
stuff,
when she
but
gets
I'd like to
angry.
see what Red
I've been
looks like
working
when
on
she's actually
dialing it
addressing those
back.
issues.
I like the intensity.
Inquiring
Just
minds want to
focus in
know.
on your match, okay? And if you can take a break while you're painting the snow.
Riley
red with
Flash
blood,
looks
maybe
like
stop and
Stan
soak
from South
everything
Park.
in. This is your
If he,
first
like,
match after
had
all,
a
which is
really
big
rough
deal.
20 years.
It's on our list.
Sorry. You're right, and I'm happy you'll be out there with me. I'm gonna go stretch.
Yeah, go stretch. Go warm up.
Should I tell anyone
chilly
with
out
kids
there.
to leave?
Nah, she'll be fine. I hope.
I hope. Yeah. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for this episode of WWE2KFabe. If you haven't yet, like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know exactly when new videos drop. Social media, merchandise, upcoming events, all that information can be found in the description of this video. I hope to see you Saturday at Guilt Nightclub in Orlando, Florida for MLW Blood and Thunder. I hope to see you Sunday night in San Jose, California when I will be hosting Mick Foley's live tour, the Have a Nice Day tour. And don't forget, my Patreon is live right now. Go to patreon.com/AJ Kirsch and sign up right now to be automatically entered to win that autographed picture of Rey Mysterio. Until next time, I'm AJ Kirsch. Take care, y'all.